dinner was satisfactory. Everybody? All right, let's give a round of applause for Chef. That's the son. Thanks for being born. Okay. All right, so we have a little bit of a different way of doing things this year. We're still going to go through talk about JV first, and then we're going to move on to varsity. So semi the same schedule, but what I've done before in different volleyball teams that I've had is do what's called the paper plate awards. And essentially these awards have nothing to do with volleyball. So it's more to do with good memory, personality trait of each player. So it's a little bit more personal. And at the end of the day, everybody goes home with something. All right? Yeah, everybody gets a ribbon. No, I'm just so, essentially what's going to happen is the coaches who have created these paper plate awards will talk about them and then announce the player. And then as you come up, you'll be given your certificate, letter if you're varsity, and any other acknowledgments. Okay, so this is not my time, so ready to go.
Hey y'all, thanks for coming tonight. Our first paper plate award is for our lefty who's not here tonight. Brianna was an excellent add-on. She was one of our practice players this year, and as a 7th grader, really stepped up and played her heart out this year during practice. And so she is getting our Lefty Lucy award for always being loose and, of course, being left-handed on the floor.
I don't really need this, but okay, so this next young lady, we are giving her this award because I feel like no matter whether it was practice and we could be running like 15 sprints, or we were having a fun time at the end of practice playing a game, but I felt like this young lady always had a smile on her face. She was always willing to do whatever was needed of her on game day or practice, or anything that was asked of her. So the Happy Camper Award goes to Hayden.
This young lady has the record for yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Every practice, every time we asked her to do something, it was yes ma'am. Very polite, wonderful, and cannot wait to see what her future entails, and that is Miss Jasmine.
So this young lady, I felt like she was friends with everybody. Again, she was also one of those girls that was constantly smiling. No matter what group we put her in, no matter what partner we put her with, she always just acted like they were best friends. So the Best Buddy Ever Award goes to Nakima.
This young lady is super sweet, always had a smile on her face, and just always smiling, happy, and I don't know what else to say right there is about Messiah, except that she is sweet as candy.
Oh, this young lady, her award, I feel like, matches her perfectly. She's one of those ladies that is very, shy at first until you get to know her, and then you're like, wow, where did that big personality come from? Especially in such a little person. So the Undercover Sass Award goes to Izzy.
This young lady, no matter what we asked her to do, front row, back row, practice game time, was always for the team, always cheering on her teammates, and
young lady did, she played a very important role for us on the JV team, and I believe that she will have a strong future in Stratford volleyball. Again, she's another one of those quiet ones that has a big personality once you get to know her. And I think this year, her personality and her skill shined a lot more with us. So our Secret Weapon Award goes to Ivy.
This young lady was one of our go for the ball no matter what. All over the court, on the floor, out of bounds, going after the ball every time she was on the court. She wanted to have the ball in her hands, whether it was getting that serve receive for us to win game point or that game-saving dig, but we couldn't have had a good season without her, and therefore our Go-Getter Award goes to Anna.
I really like this award. I came up with it. But, so again, I feel like I keep repeating myself when I say that these girls literally had such positive attitudes. I think this was the most smiling, happy-go-lucky team that we've had, just all throughout it, in all different positions and stuff. So this young lady, again, every day that she came in, she would give me like a fist bump or a high five or something. She always, said, hey, asked how your day was, and I felt like she didn't just do it to her coaches, she did it to her teammates, okay? She showed that she cared, and again, always smiling. So the It Ain't Easy Being Cheesy award goes to Amelia.
This young lady, another one of ours who did whatever she could to support the teammates, whether it was cheering on the bench, getting on the court, and playing her heart out. She did whatever we asked her at practice, and no matter, again, where we put her, she was always super supportive. So our Just Keep Swimming Award goes to Autumn.
This young lady is a beast. She played a year of club over the summer, and I feel like it truly brought out her volleyball skills. So this year, she really helped us on the court and also off the court. Some people underestimated her because of her size. She was also, I think one of my favorite times is that during a game, she was playing back row, and it was one of the games where a player got hurt. So she had to go to the front row, and she didn't even ask to go up there. She was just like, I'm just going to stay undercover, go over the front row, hope nobody notices me, which we love. Any player that's willing to go out of their element is just an awesome thing to have. So our Tiny But Mighty Award goes to Lillian.
This young lady can be very quiet, but once you get to know her, and her personality comes out, and she can have a little attitude at times, which is okay. She's a great teammate, an awesome player, and a very, very hard worker in her position. And I know she's seen way too much of me this year, and that is Toledo getting our sassy. Oh, yeah.
So another silent one, but she played a huge role for us again. She was probably the biggest block that we had. I felt like, again, she kind of came out this season and really showed what she had. I think she's going to really benefit the program. And our Silent But Deadly Award goes to Bianca.
too, but our girls really worked hard this year. This one worked hard on and off the court. She has a great attitude. She went for the ball no matter what. She's one of our shortest players, but she played all the way around. She went after the ball 100% into the bleachers, into the stands, hard on the floor, 100% every single time. And therefore, our Nitty Gritty Award goes to McKenna.
This young lady is the youngest, or one of the younger people on our team, but I feel like it just shows where the direction of the program is going. And she is just awesome. She's a great volleyball player and even better teammate and an even better supporter for what Stratford volleyball, I think, truly is. You know, if we needed her to go to Bilo and get some stuff because we needed it for our game, she would. If we needed her for lines for every single game, she would call lines for every single game. And on the court, her presence was known at all times. She was an awesome outside hitter for us. She was awesome serving and an awesome passer. And the OG, which stands for Original Gangster, award goes to Ava.
This young lady, we would not go a practice or game without laughing or her saying something funny. She was our comedian of the team, which just by looking at her, you wouldn't expect that. Once you get to know her, that personality comes out. She is always out there, happy-go-lucky, bubbly personality, cracking jokes, and that is why our Clown Town Award goes to Sydney.
So as a 7th grader coming onto the program, sometimes it's not the easiest. You know, we do a lot with first time jitters and especially first game jitters. But this young lady, I feel like she just stepped up to the plate. Like, I don't know if she was ever nervous, and if she was nervous, she didn't let anybody know. I feel like she had pretty plain facial expressions, even if she was rattled. But she really stepped up to the plate. She did a great job this year as a 7th grader, and I can't wait to see what she does in the year. So our Cool, Calm, and Collected Award, which is what she was, I feel like at all times, is Avery.
And our last but not least, young lady, another one of our 7th graders on the team, put 100% effort in, was one of our fastest players on the team, and did everything fast. She ran to the ball fast, shagged balls fast. Whenever she was on the court, she would go quick to the balls. And I look forward to seeing what happens next year. And our Speed Demon Award goes to Kayla. All right, now Coach Chuk is up.
I could hide back here.
time to embarrass some varsity players. So I want to say that this first award is not one of my own creation. I think it's more of a team consensus. And that award goes to, is the Momager Award. And goes to Brian Brown. Make sure you frame that somewhere. That's worth it. All right. That's something I came up with. That was all. Anyway, moving on. All right. So, first award is for somebody who kind of has it all. Has a little bit of attitude, a lot of talent. Can be seen. I mean, on out the court, obviously. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe the head needs to come down a little bit. But, so all that and a bag of chips award goes to Kayla. All right, the next award is going to a player with, again, I think we had a lot of attitude on our team, which is good, in a positive manner. Positive. That was all positive. Much better. So this one just always had something to say. Always had a joke. Always made sure I was trying to make people laugh. But at the end, just everybody was her friend, and that's why she gets the That's My Dog award, and that goes to Tyra. So probably the scariest moment of our season was during practice. It was quick. I didn't really know how to react. But even before that happened, come to find out, apparently potholes are a thing when you're walking. And they are deadly unless you're paying attention, which most people do as they walk. But the scene I'm describing is going up for a block during a drill and coming down and then just doing one of these. Because her pinky was facing the opposite direction. So at first I thought, it's fine. And then I saw her face and then her pinky and I quickly got her to the trainer. Luckily everything was okay. But the most likely to be seen in bubble wrap award goes to Watch that. Watch that. All right. The next one is, again, we have, like I said, lots of personalities. Some of them are more boisterous than others. This one's a little quieter, but always had, you could always see it on her face. And luckily that was a good thing because anytime we saw her, she was smiling. And that's why she gets the Little Miss Sunshine Award, goes to Maggie. All right, our next award goes to someone who really never got a break. Was a lot of the heart and the reason why we were successful. And just, there were moments where I know that she wasn't feeling 100%. But anytime I tried to ask her about it, it's fine. Because she knew she wanted to keep playing, and I knew that, and I was very proud and thankful for it. So that's why Selena gets the Tough Cookie Award. Oh, these awards are great. I'm so happy we did this. This next one goes to a person who, again, personality-wise, is just bubbly, smiling, but at the same time, if you aren't someone she's a big fan of, it's well known. And we came out a little bit, not too aggressively, thank goodness, but it was kind of fun to see from someone, like I said, who's so bubbly and personable. So, but if you cross her, she gets a little sour. So the Sour Patch Kid Award goes to Michaela. Only the rest. Oh, trust me, I'm right there. Oh, okay. So, unfortunately, this one is going to an attendee that is not here. So, one thing that we could always expect is when she was going up for a ball, that ball was getting hit, and it was getting hit with as much force as she could put in it. So that's why we gave the Firecracker Award to Ayana. This next one, I think, is just pretty much her self-title. I think everyone would agree. I don't think I need to describe this person. I just think I just need to say the award, and everyone will know who it is. The award is Supermom. Already driving you crazy. All right, again, another personality that just kept coming out and coming out. Again, on the quieter side, but as you got to know her and as you saw her, especially around her friends, she just was loud, crazy, and fun. And I'm glad that we got to see a lot of that this year. And so the Closet Pop Star, especially for her renditions of songs on the bus ride home, goes to McKenna.
Oh, yeah!
This next award is going to somebody who I don't think we found out their true talents until later on in the year. I think it was a misstep on my part as a coach. I've had this player, I knew what she was capable of, but she just proved me wrong in so many different ways. And especially towards the senior night, when I finally let in and gave her the middle position, and she showed me what a beast she was. So the monster medal goes to Peyton.
Oh, yeah!
So this person has enough energy and spirit to injure somebody, and always brought that every night. And I think this is, again, one of those self-obvious titles. So I'll just say it. The Big Spunk Award goes to Chelsea.
Oh, yeah!
Of course, we're going, last but not least, I guess. So obviously our theme this year was Gangster, because the girls, again, they had a lot of attitude, but we needed a little bit more grit maybe. But it all came from something that I found online that just said, you know, you have 5 minutes to be emotional, but then you gotta be gangster. So that's very much part of volleyball, so we changed it from 5 minutes, because we don't have 5 minutes, to 5 seconds. So we were trying to keep that mindset throughout the entire year. But I think this person just really embodied the gangster attitude, and I think she already had it before we said anything. So the ultimate gangster goes to Maggie. Oh, that would have been close. Okay, so every year I do like to go through the stats and give out awards to the stat leaders in the various categories. So it is kind of fun just to see. Obviously, stats are something that we look at, but you know, it's just kind of awesome to put a number to the accomplishments that a lot of these girls had over the years. So, especially this year, the fun thing to see is that between last year and when I was going through and making them again this year, the increase in number of those certain stats, and it was just awesome to see that much improvement from one year to the next. So I'll just get this started off. So the stat leader in digs with 415, allowing her to also earn all region honors, goes to Kayla Jr. So, my favorite points in volleyball probably is aces, as everybody I think knows why. It's easy, it's quick, it's painless. So, the leader this year with 44, Kayla Jr. All right, this next one is one of my favorites because I play the same position, is assists. And I will say she increased from last year to this year by over 100 and finished the year with 661 assists. Selena. Next is a fun one. Obviously, it's one of the hype ones that everybody likes, is kills. And I like that too, obviously, points and stuff. It's all good. So, this person, again, so last year's leader was Jaden Nelson with 125. This year's leader blew it out the water with 208 kills. And that goes to also earning her all region honors, Maddie Mitchell. Probably one of the most satisfying things to do in volleyball, if you've ever played, is to block somebody. So I know Peyton understands. I know you do. So this one was very contested. There was separated by just one block, and there was there's one other person just 5 away. So this, the stat leader this year, also is Maddie Mitchell with her. She was supposed to. It's a very contentious stat, which is very exciting. The only other thing I want to do before talking about the other awards I have, and just our last gift to the seniors before wrapping up the night, is that I've had the privilege of nominating and someone being selected for the All-Star North-South game, and that is Maddie Mitchell. So that game is November 22nd, 23rd, Erskine College. So let's go cheer on Maddie. But yes, so she was in a selection of, it is a senior all-star game, but she was chosen out of a very select few. So that was a great honor for myself as a coach, and she makes me so proud. So every year I do have 3 awards that I like to give out. In volleyball, some of the best things to have, because it is such a unique game, in that if you do make a mistake, oftentimes that benefits the other team by giving them a point. It's very up and down. It's very, it's one of the most difficult sports to play, in my opinion, just because I think it is, and it is. So just take it for what you want it. Anyways, enough about that. What I'm trying to say is consistency is very difficult. Some nights are good, some nights are bad. Everybody has them, but to just know that that player is going to go out there and you have an idea, and they give you what you expect more times than not, is a pleasure for a coach. So this year, that player, the most consistent player, is number 7, Peyton Lee. Next one is also one of my favorites because, of course, it's one that I can pat myself on the back for. No, I'm just kidding. The most improved. Obviously, we want to see everyone improve, not only in skill but just motivation, discipline, and all of those areas. So this person took it to heart and really tried to make this year her year, and we just saw dramatic improvements from the beginning till the end. And we're just so happy for her. And that is Chelsea Reynolds. So the last award, if you've been here before, know that it was something I planned on, when I first took over the program, it was something I planned on doing. Just waiting for that player that I thought exemplified Stratford volleyball in a very positive manner on and off the court, that I could constantly communicate with, not only about what's going on with the team, but just overall, and then just help me out as a coach, is be more relatable to my players, and then communicate, so it's not just me barking the whole time. Communicate things to them in a positive way. And then, of course, representing Stratford in a good manner outside of the court, in the classroom, anywhere you may see. So that, I didn't intend for that to happen my first year, but it did with Michaela Lee. So this next award is called the Michaela Lee Award, in dedication to that. And just someone who exemplifies that attitude on and off the court, and is someone that can be, I'm proud to have represent Stratford volleyball, and that is Jessica Sienna. Okay, that is it as far as me talking. So once again, I will say the year was phenomenal. We've had ups and downs, but overall, I mean, we had such highlights. It was just a pleasure to see and a pleasure to watch. And of course, it's always a pleasure to be a part of. I do constantly feel blessed with the girls that I do receive on my teams, and their attitudes and lack of drama, which is phenomenal. So you can just imagine that many girls together with a male coach is just a little terrifying. But these girls make my job